joining Carrie Rios and myself, Amber Tripp, on our very first podcast series for Clark College Community and Continuing Education. Though we wanted to celebrate our teachers, our instructors, and kind of get an idea of where they're coming from, their passion, their interest for what they teach, and also give the community an idea of what the heck Clark College Community and Continuing Education actually offers. So, without further ado, Daniela, I'm going to have you introduce yourself briefly with your name and the classes that you teach here at Clark College CCE.
Hi, my name is Daniela Micu, and I teach DSHS Dementia and Mental Health for long-term care workers. And I'm also starting the Adult Family Home Administrator training class that's starting right now, September 21st. I'm starting to teach that with Christine, so I'm very excited to be a part of that as well.
Awesome. So tell me, Daniela, what inspired you to teach these classes in particular?
I believe there's a need out there, and we need to reach as many caregivers as we can, because there is the need is going to increase as the years go on, and we need more caregivers as well. So I think there is definitely a need out there, and dementia, Alzheimer's, that kind of thing is actually going to be on the rise, and probably tripling within the next 25 years or so. So if we can get more people to understand it, I think it will be better for us as a community too, and also just getting more people to support the caregiving industry.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's as sad as it is that dementia and Alzheimer's are on the rise, but it also makes sense because there are more people.
Yes, and the more we understand it, the better we can. It'd be easier for us to work with people that are having these issues, so maybe make it less sad.
Yeah, give it and help them have a little bit better of a life, I would imagine, in some ways.
Yes. Knowledge is power. It's empowering for the caregiver, and also coming up with ways to help the people in your work environment.
Sure.
So you have a better quality of life. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense. So is this something you have always been interested in, or what's your background with this?
So I grew up in an adult family home, and then I owned an adult family home. So I've been very involved. I was also on the board of directors for the Adult Family Home Association. So I feel I have a lot of extensive adult family home knowledge, and that's another reason I'm very excited to also teach the Adult Family Home Administrator training, because I feel like there's so much information out there, and for people coming into the industry, it'd be great to share that and impart that with them. And so, yeah, I have always been interested in just the human mind and how it works, and human interactions. So I've really been interested in that, I think, probably since I was a kid. So it's fascinating to be a part of this program, and I love Clark College. I think Clark is doing a great job with their curriculum and with the way that they engage their students, and I've had a lot of really positive feedback from students, so I'm very excited to be part of the team.
Awesome. That's amazing. And I think that the adult family home side, you can have some very successful adult family homes and some very unsuccessful adult family homes. So with taking this kind of course, would that help you become more of a success in that venue?
Absolutely. The more knowledge you have, the better you're able to perform your job. And I think you have an opportunity to really ask your questions during the classes, and to get the questions answered from people who are already in the industry or who have been part of the industry. And I think it's sharing that knowledge, I think, is invaluable when you're starting new.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely. I don't know very much about adult family homes. I'm just going to throw it out there. Also, I don't know very much about mental health, except my own random, weird mental health that I have, which is being kooky. So this is all food. Yeah, we're totally getting rummy. I need to get off of this. So Daniela, tell me who this class is really designed for. Who is the ideal student who should be looking for this class to take?
So the DSHS Dementia class and the DSHS Mental Health class, they've been designed, the curriculum's designed by DSHS for long-term care workers of Washington State. But I find caregivers, even family caregivers, are benefiting from the class and they find the information invaluable to care for even, their relatives or family members or friends, and just having that information. It is a basic course, so there's obviously a lot more you can learn about the mental illness and mental health, and you can definitely go on and learn more. But I think when you equip people with information that they feel empowered to know a little bit more, to have that extra knowledge, and when someone knows something, it's not as scary as when you're in the unknown. So I think it's beneficial for long-term care workers, absolutely, working with those kinds of clients, but it's also beneficial for family members who are wanting to learn more.
Cool. And I was reading a little bit about the course. You explore different types of dementias too, and how to communicate in between that and help with that behavioral intervention. And there's a whole list of things, you guys: hallucinations, delusions, medications, the list goes on. So it sounds like it's very involved.
Yes, we address a lot of topics, and a lot of topics I feel the caregivers or the students that come into the classroom, they have those questions. And I feel like DSHS did a really good job with the curriculum of addressing a lot of the questions that come up in the classroom.
Very cool. So you get a really good knowledge base from any and all of these classes, and I'm guessing they're pretty interchangeable too. You could take one or the other, or all of them, or
there's a little bit of overlap, but the dementia really goes into different types, and you're right, how to work with people that have the different types of dementia, and some of the behavioral issues that may come up, and just trying to have, like I said, better quality of life for the people that are in your care. And if the caregiver is equipped with that knowledge and practical steps to do just that, then they can go out to the workforce and feel like a more confident caregiver and do a better job, and help the community. But I do think there is a little bit of overlap within the classes. The adult family home administrator class, that one doesn't necessarily address those kinds of issues. It's more of a business class, from how to operate an adult family home from a business perspective. So that one is more tailored to someone that is considering opening an adult family home, wanting to get more information. Maybe they've already decided they want to open an adult family home, so that will be a required class for the state. And if they haven't, they just have questions, it's also a great class just to find out, with minimal investment, if this is for you.
Sure. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I would have, the other thing, just to answer a previous question, Carrie. So Carrie is this mystery person that never gets seen on these podcasts, but I talk about. So it's very, very highly amusing to me when I talk about her. We had a previous conversation. Who is it with? Was it maybe the DNA thing about Parkinson's? My grandfather had Parkinson's, and I couldn't remember the other thing he had. It was dementia, and I wish I had understood a little bit more about dementia and how to deal with it, so I could communicate a little bit better with him when I did see him.
Absolutely.
I had no clue, and it's so sad when you have no clue and you're like, but I just don't know how to communicate.
Yes. And I had a lot of even family caregivers, saying, my dad or my loved one is coming down with, or is experiencing dementia. And at the end of the class, they always say to me, the information is so good. I'm so happy I was here. They give me such positive feedback that I feel so inspired and motivated to do it again and again in the next class. Yeah. So I've never had a single person say, I wish it was a waste of time. I did, however, have people say, are you doing another class with more information? I want to learn more. So.
Yeah. Well, it's an intriguing subject. And not only that, but it's very relative to a lot of people. I mean, gosh,
yes.
If we're not dealing with it now, we're going to deal with it down the line, probably somehow.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, tell me if you have maybe one or two things that anybody should know about this class, or like a little tidbit that would get them from point A to point B, meaning enroll now.
If you're on the fence about it, if you're on the fence about whether or not you should enroll, I say go for it. Because again, no one that's ever taken the class has come back to me and said, oh, I didn't need that information. Everyone has had a very positive reaction to the information and has been able to use it for their own personal life and for their career, work life. So if you're on the fence, I would say go ahead and do it, and also block out that time for the class to be 100% involved and engaged so you can get as much out of the class as possible, because it's definitely worth your time. And I would love to personally meet you. That's what I would say. And I've had some nice conversations where I've learned things from the students, and as a class collectively we've learned from each other, and I think it's a great environment. And again, Clark provides that, and I love that about being an instructor with Clark College.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, Daniela, I don't have any other questions, but if you have any other little nuggets you want to add, now is the time. And by the way, people, she is not driving. She is stationary, so there are not being broken, not endangering herself or the public. Yeah.
It's such a beautiful day, and I had some errands to run, and I said, okay, I'll go out. And then I didn't realize we're going to be live podcast. I think I had a little bit of a different vision in my mind, but I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm very happy to share the information, the classes that we offer. If anyone has any questions about dementia, if anyone has any questions about just basic mental health and some of the most common mental illnesses out there, like anxiety and depression, bipolar, borderline personality disorder, these kinds of things we do address in the class. And if someone, like I said, if someone's on the fence whether they should take it or not, go ahead and sign up, take the class, and then let me know afterwards what you think. I love hearing the feedback from all of my students.
Very cool. And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Come on, right?
Yeah. I've never had anyone say it was the price. No one has ever had an issue with the price. So I feel like Clark's doing a good job with that too.
Go Clark.
It's very affordable. Yeah.
The things you didn't know Clark was doing. They're doing awesome. Who knew? And not only that, but depression and anxiety are like huge right now, especially with this COVID situation, which is ridiculous. And
again, it's only going to get, the need is out there, and the need is going to increase.
Yep. I would agree with that sentiment. And there's data there to back that up too, folks. It's not just our opinion, although we are giving our opinion. There's data. There's data behind the madness here.
You go over that in class too.
See? Database class. I mean, come on. Facts, folks. Facts. Awesome. Well, Daniela, I really, really, really appreciate your time and the just jump in and do it attitude and the passion that I hear from you and the excitement. I know that you just got to sign up for this class, guys. It sounds exciting and full of information that is now based. I mean, things that you actually need to know and relative. So you can sign up for any of these classes online at cce.clark.edu, and it will be under healthcare, just in case you want to look at the subcategory. If you don't want to go online, guess what? You can also call in, which is awesome. It's 360-992-2939, and some wonderful person on the other line of that phone will be able to help you register. You'll find the most up-to-date information about any of the classes online on the website. The who's, the what's, the where's, the when's, the how's, the cost, all that stuff. Any changes, you'll find that all on the website. So I hope you sign up and enjoy the class and give the feedback to make it better. Maybe we'll evolve into something else completely that is necessary and needful in the community. Daniela, thank you so much for your time today and your amazing personality and attitude. I can't wait to meet you in person. We're gonna
Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Amber. Pleasure meeting you, and I can't wait to meet you in person as well. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Anytime. You're welcome, and we'll take care and see you on the flip side.